Hi fans of high quality entertainment. I actually wasn't planning to do a tribute video to Eddie Van Halen, but more than one of you had asked me to do a video or a top 10 Van Halen list, so that is what I'm going to do. Anyway, I was, when somebody passes away, a lot of YouTubers rush online and do a video, and sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes they do it just to get the views or money from the ads or whatever. So I've never, and I never will do that. I did do, when David Bowie passed away, I did a video on that day or the next day, but I didn't have it monetized. Plus, I was never, as much as I like Van Halen, their music, and Eddie Van Halen definitely was one of the great guitarists. They weren't one of my favorite bands, but still, there's a lot of Van Halen songs that I love, and so yes, I did a top 10 Van Halen song list. Just remember though, I don't know all of their albums and all of the deep cuts, mainly their more known songs. And also, as a tribute to Eddie Van Halen, because as you could see in pictures and videos, Eddie Van Halen loved to laugh. And years ago, I did this video with my character, Phil McCracken, where he does his version of the Eruption solo. It was posted on YouTube, I think, in 2005. And I think the funniest thing about the character Phil McCracken is people that aren't familiar with me and my channel, some of them think that Phil is a real character. And in the comments, they would comment how bad he is on guitar and all that. So the second part of this video is a humorous tribute to the great Eddie Van Halen. So here we go with my top 10 Van Halen songs. They're basically my favorites, so you don't get mad at me, please. It's just my thoughts. And I'd love your thoughts in the comment section below. What are the deep cuts of Van Halen that are great? And maybe I'll check them out. And also Eruption, that great guitar solo by Eddie Van Halen, isn't on the list, but it's great. It is. So in 1978, when Van Halen released their debut album, I bought it. That's how hip I am. And I really enjoyed it. But after that, I didn't buy Van Halen records. Not that I disliked them, it's just I had other bands I liked more. But these are my top 10 Van Halen favorite songs. The first two are with Sammy Hagar, but I prefer Van Halen with David Lee Roth overall. Number 10, Finish What You Started. Number 9, Why Can't This Be Love? And I remember back in the day when, they got the new singer, and this guy I worked with at work, he was a pretty big Van Halen fan. And when he heard that song on the radio, he was kind of miffed with Van Halen that it was such a commercial poppy song. And I guess it is, but it's a great song. It's very catchy, and I really love it. Number 8, from their debut album. By the way, their debut album is, and I want to get it again, I had it years ago. It's one of the greatest debut albums of them all. I've always loved every song on that album. Number 8, Jamie's Crying. Number 7, Romeo Delight. Number 6, Top of the World. Now, these top 5 I absolutely love, and they could be in any order almost. Number 5, Hot for Teacher. Number 4, Jump. Number 3, Running with the Devil. Ah! David Lee Roth in the early days there. Great vocals. And I also saw I believe it was the very last concert at the Hollywood Bowl from 2015. And I watched the very last song that they did. And they sounded great. David Lee Roth, I mean, he's not exactly in his prime with the vocals, but he sounded good. And I was very impressed with them. Number two, Ain't Talking About Love. So number one, guess what number one is? Maybe I won't tell you. It's always been my absolute favorite Van Halen song. It just rocks my socks off. Panama. So, once again, I know there's a lot of very sad fans of Van Halen and Eddie Van Halen out there, and so my respects to all of you, and I know how it feels when an artist that you really love passes away. It's almost like losing a family member. It is. And now, in tribute to the great Eddie Van Halen, one of the other great but basically unknown guitarists in this world, Phil McCracken, with his very original rendition of Eruption. Enjoy. Thank you.
Hi guys, this is Phil McCracken, and today I am going to be playing you one of the best known, popular, famous rock instrumental songs of all time. And it is by the Van Halen, and the song is called Eruption. So I'm going to play, this is probably not going to sound exactly like Eruption by the Van Halen, but it's going to be pretty close to it. So I won't be able to talk while I turn on my amp, because my amp is louder than a herd of elephants. I got blisters on my fingers. Well, it's obvious that I am out of practice. And I just needed to practice a bit more before doing this video, because that didn't suck, but it could have been a lot better than it was. And I don't think I had my volume all the way up to 10. So that was my rendition . Of Eruption by the Van Halen, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be back again, and I'm gonna practice, and I'm probably gonna do Eruption by the Van Halen again, and it'll rock so much it'll burn down your house. So Remember to rock on.